Okay. My name is Michael Trimble, and I am running for governor because Oregon desperately needs a well-informed, hardworking, everyday citizen, not another tired and worn-out establishment politician. I break this cycle and will use the governorship to enact progressive and tangible change. I am a grassroots candidate, unlike Kotek and Reed. They are the elite Democratic establishment that is backed by special interests and big dollar corporate lobbyists. Tina and Tobias are already indebted and accountable to those PACs, but not us. Too many Oregonians, myself included, live the paycheck to paycheck struggle, just one financial disaster away from homelessness. It is important to note that the homeless population has exploded under Kotick and Reed's administration and legislation. They have not helped us, they are hurting us. I was born without arms, as you can see, and surrendered to an orphanage at birth. And I learned at a very young age to be a fighter for rights. I am a gay immigrant who gained citizenship through adoption, and I am able to use my feet just like you use your hands. I even ride a bike, believe it or not. I biked 10,868 miles in 2020. I may not have an ace up my sleeve, but I will never, ever be caught sitting on my hands, doing nothing, because I'll be too hard working for you. Oh, hey, Tobias. Nice to see you. This is a campaign promise and pledge I will never break. It will be kept. I am pro-choice. I am pro-union. I am pro-environment. I am pro-racial justice. And I am pro-LGBTQ+. I want to forgive all in-state tuition debt as well as offer in-state higher education at our renowned colleges and universities for free. You heard that right, my friends. Oregonians should not be forced to choose insurmountable debt in order to better themselves in preparing to enter the workforce. Immigrants without documentation, including DACA recipients, will be given full state residency status so they can participate in our economy and pay taxes without the constant fear of deportation. Under my administration, they will all be but U.S. citizens in name. The only thing they won't be able to do is vote in federal elections. You heard correctly. For the first time ever, immigrants who are hardworking will be voting in state and local elections. Too many former state convicts are serving post-secondary sentences because of the convictions on the criminal records that make it all but impossible to obtain meaningful employment along with housing and other essential services. Time served is time served, and as your governor, I will, within my first 100 days, pardon many non-violent and non-sexually related former state convicts. They deserve a clean slate so they don't return to prison. I will also be, in addition with Patrick Starnes, the only candidate who is wanting to expand Oregon Health Plan to all Oregonians, regardless of income or immigration status. We will curtail healthcare costs along with prescription drug prices, setting an annual cap of just how much you spend on healthcare related services. Once you reach that cap, the state pays going forward. Too many Oregonians in 2022 are going bankrupt due to ever-skyrocketing costs of medical care. The United States spends more on healthcare than many other developed countries combined, but receives abysmal results with shorter lifespans and even lower quality of life. Veterinary care costs are just as high, if not higher. If you have a service animal or a companion animal for a pet, their animal care costs will be added to Oregon Health Plan. There are many health benefits of owning a pet. They can increase opportunities to exercise, go outside, socialize. Regular walking or playing with pets can decrease blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and triglyceride levels. Pets can help manage loneliness and depression by giving us companionship. Having a service companion pet actually lowers healthcare costs in the long run. I have talked to many Oregonians who've had to give up their beloved pets because they did not have the financial means to pay for the veterinary care. It is not right, and I will not be just your furry baby's advocate, but a protector. Next month, Tiger, my feline Valentine, will be turning 19. You heard that correctly, 19 years old. I've had him since I myself turned 18, and he has been the world to me. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't keep him because of medical bills. And then what we also want to do is after Oregon becomes the first state in the nation with true universal single-payer health care, I will tackle the next astronomically out-of-this-world grants that are consuming over half of renters' incomes, if not more. Rents of middle to low-income tenants will be lowered by at least $1,000, or $100 rather, at multi-apartment properties, $1,000 would be nice, but let's be realistic. $100 would be definitely a push for the state legislature. And then rent relief. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened to my thing.
2 minutes.
Okay. And then let's see here. I'm not sure what's going on my thing. Okay. And what I want to do is deliver rent relief as quickly as possible to as many Oregonians. And what we need to do is also cap rents to 30% of income to all middle to low income tenants. Paying lower, more reasonable rents alone will not solve the ever increasing cost of rent related expenses like non refundable fees, including application and pet fees, security deposit tenants usually never get back, first and last month's rent up front. Of course, the cost of moving from apartment to apartment are just a few expenses, all borne by the tenant. A typical application is $45. If you apply at 5 different places, there's $225 gone. Non-refundable fees typically range in the hundreds. First and last month's rent can easily run into the thousands, along with a security deposit. The cost of paying for or renting a moving truck can run in the hundreds. The cost of applying, then moving, are cost prohibitive for too many hardworking Oregonians who don't have thousands of dollars just laying around. Under my leadership, the state government will process background checks and any other checks landlords, property managers pass on to the tenants. Non-refundable fees are gone. First and last month's rent, along with security deposits, will be calculated into the rent over the duration of the lease. And annual rent increases will be tied to tenants' incomes. If they don't receive a raise that year, their rent remains as is. It is unconscionable that a landlord or a property manager believes it's okay to raise rent when the income remains the same. How would they feel if the roles were reversed? Let's be fair here. If a landlord or property manager or owner needs help, I'm here for them. But I'll be damned if another financial burden is just passed down to the tenant. Housing is a right, not a luxury or a privilege. Affordable healthcare is also right. My name is Michael Trimble. I am running for governor. Please vote for me on May 17. Trimble, FORGOV.com is my website.